Intel's popular Pentium processor chips are in billions of devices around the world, and it has recently come to light that they may have two major flaws, leaving those machines vulnerable to malicious attacks. Called Meltdown and Spectre, they could allow hackers to steal the entire memory contents of computers and spur the discovery of new attacks. Though the company claims the problem is not from a flaw in their products, saying instead, quote, these new exploits leverage data about the proper operation of processing techniques common to modern computing platforms, potentially compromising security, even though a system is operating exactly as it is designed to. Nicole Perlroth is a cybersecurity reporter for the New York Times, and she joins me now. So, Nicole, you say this so-called Intel chip problem is not just an Intel problem. Can you explain to us how widespread this is and the impact it could have on computers, mobile devices, and cloud networks?
Sure. So last week, security researchers announced two different serious critical flaws with these chips. The first, Meltdown, just simply affects Intel chips. And there is a fix for that. Unfortunately, it's not a great fix. It slows down the processing speeds of a lot of these chips, and businesses are likely to see some of the performance slowdowns. The second issue, called Spectre, affects all chips. So beyond Intel, it's also chips made with ARM technology, which is used in a lot of smartphones, and chips sold by ADM. And the problem there is much more fundamental to the way we've been designing these chips for over 2 decades. And while it's highly technical, it's safe to say that really the only way to fix that problem is to redesign the architecture of those chips. So it'll be a very long time before we completely mitigate the threat from this Spectre-type attack.
So Google, Microsoft, Amazon, and Apple have all issued updates to secure their systems, but you've reported that one software patch could slow down computers by as much as 30%. How effective have these updates been?
We're still waiting to see the total slowdown effect. We've seen customers say that they've experienced huge slowdowns when they're working with Amazon cloud servers, for instance. People like you or I that are looking to see if our phone performance is slowing down probably won't see much of anything. It's really at this cloud level that businesses are going to start seeing these performance slowdowns and their costs go up as a result.
I want to let you address another security concern that has come up. This idea that antivirus software can be turned into a tool for spying. Can you help us understand how exactly is that possible?
When you think about the way antivirus works, it's basically software that you download to your machine that has access to every single program running on your machine. One of the secrets that intelligence agencies know, but consumers really have been in the dark about, is that the way that that antivirus works can also be used as a very powerful espionage tool. So if a spy agency has access to that antivirus or to the cloud or to the antivirus vendor systems, they too can have access to everything that's on your computer, every file you download, every website you visit, every password you type in, etc. And so the suspicion has been, at least among intelligence agencies, that antivirus sold by Kaspersky, which is a Russian firm, which is one of their most well-recognized brands outside, beyond something like Tetris. Kaspersky is one of the most recognizable Russian companies, brand names out there. And for a long time, intelligence agencies in the US have suspected that Kaspersky's antivirus could be used as a spy tool by the Kremlin.
Right, still some open questions. Nicole Perlroth, thanks very much for your insight, Nicole. Really appreciate it.
Thanks so much.